Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be on here teaching some boho braids today, and I'm going to be going through a couple of different braids, and we're gonna intertwine it together and make a hairstyle out of it, because I thought you guys would enjoy that. What do you guys reckon? Who's gonna be joining along with me today? Give me some hands up or love hearts or whatever you want to do to let me know that you're going to be joining on and you've got your mannequin ready to go. Oh, hello from Germany. Hello, Irene. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Excellent. So we've got some people that are going to follow along today. Lovely. Yay. Okay. So, now what we're going to do to start with, grab your mannequins. All we're going to do is we're going to just need some sectioning clips, comb, and some clear elastic bands, and some excitement. Who's excited? I am. Okay, so the first thing, grab your girl, and we're just gonna divide her into two. So just section her out so she's got one side here and one side there. So you guys just go ahead and do that if you're going to join in with me. Get your mannequin all ready to go. What we're gonna do, we are going to start off with two different braids here today on each side. This is lovely Amelia, and she's all bohoed up and ready to go. And hello from Italy, wow. So what we're gonna do is, today, boho braids. So the best thing, if you're not the best braider and you struggle with braiding, Boho Braids is a fabulous place to start, because you don't have to worry about being so neat, so perfect, so tight. With Boho Braids, they're meant to be loose, they're meant to be soft, flowy, a little bit messy and textured. So that's the great thing about this look, and it's a great place to start if you're starting out with braiding as well. Now, the braids today that I'm going to show you, if you're a little bit confused, you can always refer back to my step-by-steps on my online tutorial website, which is really fabulous because I've got every single braid broken down into steps. So if you're still new at braiding and you're starting out and you're still a little bit confused, that would be a really good place to start, and you can like literally break it down and rewatch it and practice it, and then you'll get really good at it too. So I'm going to just run through the braids how I normally do, but if you do get lost, you can refer back to that, and I will pop that up my website throughout the session when I learn how to pin. It's www.hairwithmelissa.com, so you can go and check it out. I've got actually over 30 tutorials on there now, and I'm going to be uploading 2 new ones this week, and I'm really excited. I've got soft glam waves coming and a beautiful boho braid coming. So at this stage, I'm like uploading 2 each week because there's so much time. So there's going to be so many tutorials in there for you to learn, and if you become a monthly or yearly member, you get access to all of them. So you can watch all the braids, all the up styles, all the waves, as much as you like, whenever you want. And so all the details is on my website. And if you're not sure, you can always just, I'm waving to the man that's abseiling down outside my balcony. Oh my gosh. Just send me a message if you want to know more. All right, who's ready to go? Woo! 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 Clap your hands, everyone. Let's do this. Okay, so I think everybody should have their mannequin ready to go by now. Now we're gonna halve her down the middle. Okay, so she's got one side here, one side there, ready to go. Now with braiding, hair prep, okay, this is what I do. So if the hair is feeling a little bit soft and slippery and you want a little bit more grip, I use the Eco Style Dry Shampoo. And this is so fabulous because it grips up the hair and gives it a bit of a texture feel as well. So it's really good if you want a little bit more grip and feel in the hair when you braid. rather than it just slipping and falling out or not really doing anything or holding. Okay, so first step is dry shampoo, and when I pop it in, I'm just going to literally spray it just nice and gently at the root area, around the face, like so, just to give it a little bit of grip. So if you want to do that on your mannequins, if you've got a little bit of dry shampoo or texture, just a little bit if she's feeling like a bit slippery and you want a little bit more grip in the hair. So I love this dry shampoo. It's my favorite. Doesn't leave marks on dark hair either, and it's just fabulous to smell too. So this one's on my website if you're wondering where to get this one. And the other thing what you could use, if the hair is a little bit knotty or dry or frizzy, you could use the opposite thing, and this is what I use for that hair. My favorite, it's the BC Schwarzkopf leave-in repair cream, and this is what I use on my hair as well. The days that I don't use it, I wash it. It's fabulous. So this is a cream, and you can actually use this on the hair that's really dry, knotty, and you just want to smooth it and seal it down those ends and get rid of the frizziness, ready to braid. So this is my other favorite product, and that's also on my website too. Alright, so we're going to start off with the basic French braid, and this one, a lot of people just think it's a little boring, but guess what? You can boho this up, and I'm going to show you how. It looks so cool too. Alright, so we're going to start this one on this side, or choose whatever side you would like, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, so I'm going to get nice and close. Hello everybody, sending all my love hearts back to you. Okay, so we'll start on one side, and I'm going to do the classic French braid. Now the classic French braid is just the classic one that you just put the pieces over and over on front. On the other side, we're going to do the Dutch, okay, which is the opposite. Now, I might braid the same as you, but I might braid different to you. So don't get confused. If you're getting it perfectly fine, just stick with it. If you're struggling, like I said, you can refer back to my tutorials online, or just you just need to practice another way if it's not working one way for you. So what we're going to do, we're going to bend her down like that so you can see, and I'm going to start off with a nice big section of hair like this. Now remember, we're not doing a tight braid, so it doesn't need to be really neat and tidy and tight. This is soft boho braid, so we just want to be loose and relaxed and flow. Yeah. Okay, so 3 sections of hair we're going to start with. Now the reason I start with the biggest section is so that your first panel is going to look great, not too little. So we've got our 3 sections of hair, and we're going to just start by a normal classic braid, taking the pieces over and then adding hair into each side as you do it, okay? Adding hair into each side as you braid. So taking one piece across and then adding a little bit of hair into it as you go. Over, and then adding a piece of hair. Now I like to use my fingers when I section. Some people use a comb, which is perfectly fine. It's just whatever you're used to and whatever you like to use, okay? So I'm just going to keep going there for a little bit, and I'm going to stop here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by pulling out this braid. So I've stopped here, and now I'm going to pull out the braid. Now what you can put on the hair at this time, if you've got it, is a little bit of texture powder. Now if you find that it's not going to be grippy enough when you pull out, you can puff this on or sprinkle that dust on and then pull it out, okay? So I love the Osis powder cloud. I find this is fabulous. The other one that I use that's really good is the other Osis one, the soft dust, and that's also really nice. This one's lighter, so it's not as strong as the black one, so it's a little bit less intense. So if I just puff that on the hair, like so, and then I'm going to hold and I'm just going to pinch and pull out on the braid, okay? So just pinching and pulling out random bits wherever you want to on the braid, just like that. And that powder will help with the pulling out part and not like kind of slip and just fall out. And it will also help it stay up there. Okay, now you can pull out this braid as much as you like, whatever you feel. It's all about your creation today. Just let those creative juices flow. Okay, so we're gonna continue the braid. So after we've done that little pulling out part, we're gonna keep going. All right, so continue with the braid. So adding that hair from each side, like this, and then from this side as well, and keep it going down, and the others. Now you can leave a little bits of hair out if you wish as well. You can totally leave bits out to make it a little bit softer and more boho-ier, or you can just put them all back up. Whatever you want to do with your girl today, I'm going to leave it up to you. And after we've done maybe another little row here, and we're going to stop, and then I'm going to puff the powder. I'll show you. Cool, eh? Love it. And then we're going to pinch and pull out on that braid, just little pieces of pinching and pulling. So I'm really just getting my little fingertips and I'm pinching and I'm just pulling out just those little bits like this. Okay, and you get that really soft little effect, which is so pretty. And you wouldn't think just a normal braid, you can just, if you struggle with the other braid, you can get a nice pretty effect with this one as well. All right, we're going to keep going, and we are going to, I'm going to turn her around now so you can see where I'm heading. So we've got our other half here, and we're just heading down. We're actually going to kind of bring it around into the middle a little bit here. And I'm going to just stop it here. I'll puff again, and I'm just going to pull out those little pieces as well. You can also, if you don't have the puff powder, you can use a dry shampoo as well, or texture spray. That will do the same thing. All right, so once we've got our pulled out braid look, I'm just going to secure this now with a clip, just like that. And now after here, we're going to work on the other braid on the other side. So who liked this braid? Did everyone like this one? It's just a normal classic French braid, and it's just been pulled out. So you've just got a normal braid, and it just made more volume, more airiness, more fluffiness, and you can pull it out and piece it out as much as you like. Yeah, woohoo, love the love hearts, so cool. All right, so this is your classic normal braid. We're gonna do the other braid on the other side, which is the Dutch braid, the outside braid. Now, who loves this one? I think a lot of people ask for this one more when they have a boho up style or they want a braid that just is big and pulled out. Yes, hello Rianne. So what we're gonna do, swap sides now. And hi Stephanie. Hi Simone. Oh yes, Simone, your favorite. The Dutch braid's your favorite? Yeah, I like this one too. All right, so we are going to go on the other side now. So swap sides with your mannequin. And we're going to do the outside braid. So same thing again. Now with this braid as well, I'm just going to break it down for you that some of you maybe not know this braid. I'm just going to do a little practice one here, okay? So so you can see. Rightio. I am going to show you. So a normal outside braid is going to go underneath, not over, okay? So we take the pieces underneath the middle piece. So it goes underneath, 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 underneath. So that is the Dutch. When you pass it behind, always passing it behind the middle. And then when you add in the hair from each side, so you pass it underneath, pass it underneath, pass it underneath, and then you're going to add a bit of hair in. Pass it underneath, and then you're going to add a little bit of hair in. Pass it underneath and add a little bit of hair in. Okay? Pass it underneath, add a little bit of hair in. And that is how you get that beautiful outside Dutch braid. Okay? So I just wanted to run through this little motoring skill with you guys before I do it. And once again, if you struggle with this one and you're not quite sure, just head on over to my online tutorial website. I've got the full breakdown of this braid and you can just practice it over and over and over and over until it becomes natural. And really that's all braiding is just putting the muscle memory back into your fingers or resetting them or giving them like something to do, and then they'll just do it, they'll just go from there and you won't have to think about it. All right, so on the braid on the other side, we are going to take a nice big section of hair and we're going to start off with our 3 bits of hair. Now once again, a nice big section, because if you start too small, when you go to pull them out, it's too small. You want a nice big braid. So we want a nice big section to start with. All right. So 3 bits of hair, nice even bits. And then we're going to pass the outside one underneath the middle, the outside one underneath the middle, outside one underneath the middle, and then add your hair into that piece. Outside one comes underneath the middle and add in your piece. So I wonder how many people braid similar to me out there. Is anyone braid similar to this, or is anyone braid a completely different way? I know there's a lot of different ways how you can braid, and as long as you're getting it, that's the main thing. Okay, so we're going to stop here, and now we're going to do what we did on the other side. So we get our little puff powder, puff it on, pat it in, and then we are going to pull out on the braid. Now the reason why I use the powder is so I've got a bit more grip on the bits when I pull them out, so they're not going to slip and slide, and that way it's just going to have a little bit more grip, and you can really stretch it out more as well, so you can get that real big boho-y look. Alrighty, so we'll just leave it for there now, and we can come back and even do more. Now we are going to continue with our braid, working down the hair. Now you can leave bits out if you wish around the face. totally up to you with your beautiful boho creation today. We are also going to head in towards the middle of the head, so head down this way. Very important, as you're braiding, you want to make sure you're standing behind as you go. So that I just turn to there, otherwise I'd be right on the side. So you want to make sure you're standing directly behind the braid. And I'm just going to pinch and pull out as I go. Adding a bit more hair in there. Underneath. Adding the hair from each side as you go. Okay. I'm going to stop. I'm going to puff my powder. And then I'm going to pull out on those bits as well. Just like this. Beautiful. Who's having fun pulling out on their braid out there and making it look as big as you can? Yes, lovely. So continue going with that braid, working the way into the middle to meet the other one, okay? Now you want to leave just a little bit of hair down the bottom here, okay? Just a few inches from the nape here. And then pulling out a little bit more as you go. Okay, so once you have reached the other braid down here, we are going to connect these two up, okay? And we're going to use a clear elastic band to do that. So just a nice little clear elastic band, and we're going to join them here together. Okay? So grabbing them together, and we're just going to tie the elastic band and join them together. Just like so, a little tighten there. Now once they're joined together, I am now going to hold the elastic band and I'm just going to pull out on the braidy bits even more now that it's secured, okay? So that way you've got the latch point there and you can really start to pull on that braid even more. Now you can use your puff powder a little bit more if you need to, just to have a bit more grip before you pull out. Absolutely fine. And that way we've joined them together and we're ready for the last little braid down the back here. Okay, so we've done our beautiful Dutch braid on the side and our beautiful French braid on this side. Now what we can also do is we can go back through and we can pull out this braid even more, because a lot of the time we're scared to pull out the braid. We don't want it to fall out. We're like, oh, no, I don't want to go any bigger. But guess what? You can go bigger. Yeah. It just depends on the look that your client is wanting. But maybe this is perfect. But you could even try going a little bit bigger for today, because it's all about just having fun and just doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do, or breaking the barriers that you have a bit scared of, you know, pulling it out a little bit. So what I'm going to show you now is once we've secured it at the back, I'm going to go through with two hands now and I'm really going to pull out on that braid even more. Let's just see what shape we can get with pulling on it even more. All right, how big can we go? Look at that. Oh wow, look at that. How's everyone else going out there with their braids? Yes, looks good. Yes, awesome. So a little bit more pulling out here and just working on the biggest boho braids you can get. Okay, now also different hair types, you'll be able to get different types of braids. Does anyone come across somebody with really fine hair and they want a big boho braid? Has anyone had that happen to them before and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Well, here's a few things what you can do. You can tease the roots a little bit and also crimp the hair, and the hair will just like, you know, swell out a little bit. You can use your dry texture powder at the root before you start, just to give a little bit more grip, just a little bit though. Or you can even add in hair extensions, the little ones, just to give it a little bit more something to braid in with. Or you can start at the back where there's a lot of hair and bring it around. So there's a few different options. Or the other one, just recommend something else. If you really just cannot achieve that look, and be honest with them too. They like that, and then you don't put the pressure on yourself. So big boho braid, and then we've got that other lovely French braid as well, pulled out. So now I'm going to show you guys another braid down the back here, and I think you're really going to like this one. So let's just see. Okay, I'm going to pop her up like this. Okay, and so you can see where we're heading. And I'm just, while I'm here, I'm just going to pinch and pull out a couple more bits here. And just check the balance before I keep going. Okay, so this little part down here, I'm going to show you a different braid. All we're going to need now is some clear elastic bands, and that's it pretty much. So just these clear elastics is perfect for this next braid. All right, here we go. I'll move her in a little bit closer so you can see. Beautiful. Lovely. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab bits of hair from each side, and we are going to bring it in across here and tie an elastic band. So I'm going to bring now when you bring these bits, just bring little bits like this. So a little bit from this side and a little bit from this side, okay? Now I'm also going to pick up a little bit of this ponytail here as well. So a little bit of this ponytail. So I brought in bits from the side and a little bit of the ponytail bit from the outside, and I'm going to tie an elastic band right here, just like this. Okay, so tiny little elastic band, bringing that together. Now we're going to tie this elastic band not too tight but not too loose, okay? So just in between, just right. Once we've popped that elastic band in, we're going to hold it here, and then we're going to gently pull out with our fingers the pieces from that elastic band like this, just to give a little bit of body, okay? And we're going to just tighten that up, just like so. All right, then we're going to repeat that. We're going to grab another little bit of hair from the side and from the other side as well, and we're going to bring them together and tie an elastic band right here. Nice clear elastic band, just like this. I call this my Boho Mermaid braid. It looks so good on really long hair as well, thick hair, amazing. Now once you pop that elastic band in, you're going to then hold it and with your finger just pull out gently. So you're pulling it straight out, so pull it out towards you, okay? So pull that piece right out towards you, just like so. And then you can finish with a little tighten, and then you can even keep doing it till you get the right amount of tension and pull like that, okay? And now we're going to repeat that. So another little bit of hair here on each side, and we're going to tie an elastic band right here, like so. And we're going to tie an elastic with this one. Keep it going all the way down. And then we're going to pull out on this little bit here as well. How are you going all at home there? Are you enjoying this one? Yay! So we're going to continue with this braid. And we're going to keep that going down. Now, if for some reason the person that you're working on doesn't have the length of hair to do this, you can have little clip-in hair extensions under there to get the length, and then you can just like, you can just go for it. It's perfect, this do on really long hair though. It just flows beautiful. Thick hair, amazing. So let's just keep this going all the way down. Now also, you don't have to go all the way. You can stop there and give this a little curly ponytail. That's also a really nice look too. But I'm gonna leave this up to you, whatever you prefer to do. If you wanna keep going, or if you wanna stop and just make a little ponytail, that's also really, really nice as well. This is your little boho creation today. So, oh, thanks guys. I'm glad you're really loving this do. Oh. Okay, so now a little pinch and pull, pull, pull. Tighten it up and then pull it even more. Now, if you are seeing your elastic bands, okay, don't worry, okay, because you can pull out the hair after we've finished. We're going to go through and we're going to pull out the hair so you can't see those elastic bands, and we can also use our bobby pins too to secretly hide them. So don't worry if you can see them, okay? And that's why we use clear in blonde, or you can use dark in darker hair as well. Okay, and I'm just going to keep going down here. How long have I been doing this? I don't really know what that is. Well, I've been hairdressing for a long time now. I've been doing hair for about, oh gosh, since I was pretty much 10 years old. Yes. So a long time. Okay, and the last little one here, I'm going to make this my last one. Okay. And pinching and pulling that out as well a little bit here. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go back in and we're going to pull out this even more. And what we can use is our little puff powder again. This is the one from Schwarzkopf, the soft dust, and you can get this on my website as well. So we're going to puff that all the way through the back here. And now I'm going to start from the bottom, and I'm going to pull out from all the way up. So I'm holding the elastic band, and then I'm going to pull on each piece so it covers the elastic band. There we go. All right, and then you'll start to find it'll get fluffier and really big as well, okay? So then I'm gonna also pop her to the side, and I'm going to pull on the bits from the side profile as well. So just to hold here and pull out, hold here and pull out. So pulling out on the side of these little bits, and this is gonna give you a really nice fuller look from the sides as well, like so. just like this. Now we're going to turn it around on the other side and hold here and just gently pull and drag that braid around onto the sides. So pulling and pulling and pulling, okay? Just like that, and it fills the side. So we've got that beautiful soft braid here, and then also it looks great from the sides as well. Now if you can see any elastic band, just go on in and pull out the hair so you can't see it. And don't worry if it's a little bit frizzy, that's beautiful, because a little bit of frizz gives a little bit of boho feel, okay? If bits fall out, that's also good too. You know, if you just want to kind of leave a few little bits out. Actually, I'm going to do that. Let's just give a little bit more softer feel. Like, you can just leave out a few little bits like that. And this is just going to add to the feel of the braid as well. Okay, so we'll just pull out a few little bits here, pull out another one here. Okay, doesn't have to be neat or too symmetric when you're doing boho work. It just needs to be soft and flowy, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is sometimes with a few bobby pins, I like to close in the gaps. So I'm gonna bring her a little bit forward for you so you can see. And then you can see exactly where I pop the pins, okay? Oh, French braid looks amazing. Oh, yep, French braid. That's just a normal French braid pulled out. Dutch braid pulled out. And then this one is the mermaid. Boho mermaid, yes. Okay, so when I'm going to pin a few little bits here, I'll just show you where I'm going to lift and pin, because sometimes it just is those little tweaks. Now I'm just gonna, woo, yeah baby. Has anyone got one of these already? They're like a little magnet. Great for your pins, fabulous. And you just reach down and grab it and pin. So handy. Best little hairdressing tool that I have when I work with upstyles or braids. So you can get these on my website as well. Alright, so when I want to close the gap here, like so here, I'm going to just lift this bit out a little bit more. I'm going to just lift up with a regular bobby pin, no opening. I'm just going to pop that pin straight in there, okay? Just close the gap. I'm going to grab another pin, and I'm just going to drag down on this one here and pull on this one, pull on that one. So it's just really visual, very, very visual, okay? Lift that up and just pop in that pin right there. So it's closing in this little gap here. And if you feel like sometimes when you pulled out your braid and they're very floppy, you can pin them as well. So just lifting them up with a little bobby pin, just go straight in and just hit the scalp and slide it down. So that will also then have a little bit more feel and strength to that rather than flopping. And you can pin whichever bit of your braid that you need to with those little bobby pins just to secure it into place, okay? Now also here, I might just pull down on that one a little bit more as well. It's all just visual, and you want to do this at eye level. So you want to make sure you can see this when they're standing up, not sitting down, because that way you'll be able to see what you need to see at eye level, not when they're sitting down, okay? Now we want to just also check the balance as well, checking the balance all around. We might just lift up a few little bits in here and making sure we've got a good crown and height going on here that's blending in with the rest. Okay, and then we are going to have a look at the other side as well. So I'll bring her in here, making sure that there's no gaps in here. So we might just pull down on this braid a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more softness Now if you want to as well, you can pin this braid here as well. And you can also use the little bobby pins. They're really good too. So just popping that in and then sliding that. Hit the scalp, no opening, and pull out there. And that's gonna hold that into position for you. Okay, a few more pins in there just to lock that in. Okay, and maybe another pin in there. So that way it still looks soft, but it's very well secured as well. Okay, and then once we've got our shape and style, it's all pretty much done. You can add whatever accessory you like to jazz up the do, or just have it as you like it as well, depending on what they're wearing and the jewelry and so on. The other little spray that I like to finish with, if you just want to piece out, is a little bit of hairspray or shine spray as well. So the Ecolab hairspray is fantastic, just to give it a little bit of hold, and even a little bit of shine is lovely too. That's the Schwarzkopf one. The Ecolab one is fabulous hairspray, and this is my favorite shine spray, Sparkler. Love that one. So I'm just going to give her a little bit of hairspray just to hold it into place, not too much. Lovely. Now I love this hairspray because there's no smell. It's fabulous if you're got allergies or you're very sensitive to hairspray. It is the best one with no smell. It's very nice and silicone free as well. That one's also on my side. Now a little bit of shine spray just to finish off with as well. Now if you like to put some little flowers in this, okay, you could put anything that you like in this. I'm going to use a couple of different flowers because it's really nice when you do a boho look just to put some different flowers in. So we might pop one little one in there, and then I've got these pretty little ones as well. Daisies look really nice as well, fresh flowers. Whichever ones you have lying around, whichever ones you want to use, you just pop them in. I love flowers. It's so nice to work with little flowers. Actually, we'll put that one over here. No, we'll put it over here. So you can really just play around with the look. Okay. And maybe we might pop another one. Maybe a little bit here as well. Beautiful. Such a cute little boho do this one is. So there you go, guys. We're all done our little boho braids. We did a couple of different braids today. So we did 3 different ones and we just combined it into a little bit of an updo. So we started with the French braid. Who liked the French braid? Give me some thumbs up if you like this one. Woohoo! And then we did the Dutch boho outside braid as well. And then the mermaid, the boho mermaid one down the back. So 3 boho braids that you learnt today. And I hope you enjoyed it. Now, does anyone have any questions at all? Let me know. I'm going to stay here for a little bit longer and answer some questions. Oh, I'm so glad you guys liked it. Thanks, Christy and Jamie. And oh, lovely. I'm so glad. It's very easy, just a little bit of practice. And with braiding especially, it's something that you just need to repeat over and over again and lock it in that muscle memory. So that's what I usually do whenever I learn a new braid. I just do it over and over and over again, and I find the easiest way how to hold my hands, what works for me, and then it's kind of stored in my finger memory. So yeah, and it is just practice. So if you've got some children, a friend, a mannequin. Do practice these braids in the next week to lock it in the brain. And if you need a little extra help with the basic braidings, you can check out my website, hairwithmelissa.com, and I've got over 30 tutorials and braids to learn. And you can have access to all of those if you want to join monthly or yearly as well. So can you do this by yourself on your own hair? Well, yes. You can try this definitely. If you're good at braiding your own hair, give this a go. It's just doing one side, then the other side, and then just going by feel. Maybe having a mirror close by that you can have a look what you're doing when you're doing it on yourself. Oh, you're welcome, the hair posy. Okay, keeping your work smooth. All right, yeah. So when you're keeping, I struggle with keeping my work smooth. That's the question. So when you struggle with keeping your work smooth, the things that you just need to remember is making sure the hair is prepared really well before you start. So making sure it's frizz-free and smooth before you go. And then working with each section with a little bit of, I love this spray for keeping your work smooth. It's my favorite. It's Volume Up. And this is like a wax / hairspray, and it's beautiful for smoothing the work. So, okay, so if we got a little bit of frizz here, all right, we can spray this on, okay, and we can just smooth the work, okay? So I can smooth that frizz out. If you've got a little frizzy bit, you can smooth that, and same with here, frizzy bit, smooth that, and it's just going to smooth it in a flexible way, but you've still got the neatness and the softness, but without the frizz. So it's really good, this spray, when you're using it to piece out your work and take away that frizz look. It's fabulous. But the step before that is really good hair prep. That's the one, Volume Up there, to start with, and working with each section really cleanly as well. So I hope that helps you. And yeah, just also a shine spray can be good too if you're working with that one. So yes, it's just all about practice. And now don't forget to tag me, you guys that have done the braids today. I'd love to see your work on your stories and posts, and or just direct message me or pop them up on your story or in your feed and tag me. Hope you enjoyed today, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Lots of love to everyone. Bye, Amelia. She says bye to everyone out there too. Okay, have a great day wherever you are, or night. Bye, guys.